This tree is an azalea, very popular tree species used for bonsai and quite widely available. So azalea can be quite expensive, but I found this one in a local garden center for just $8. And I've seen them at Walmart as well, so many places have this very similar type of plant. So what you'll see is you have to dig in the soil a little bit before a bit of a trunk is made, and after that it just branches out in all directions, and it's very hard to see a tree in this because it's really more a bush. So it's not the easiest thing to shape, but we're going to do it anyway because it's a really interesting and quite cheap material that is widely available. So what I'm doing is I'm just removing the top layer of soil so that I can see where the first roots begin. And immediately we see a bit more of the trunk as well. That should do it. So to make an upward growing tree out of this is going to be a big challenge because there's so many branches in different directions. But one good alternative is to make this into a hankengai, or like a semi-cascading tree. So more or less something like this. So that really accentuates the biggest branches here that we can use as the trunk. And then a few of these branches we can use to fill up this area. So some of this will probably go, but we'll look into that next. Right now it's fall, which is an okay time to do this kind of work. Actually, the ideal time to do any significant work on the azalea would be right after it flowers, and so that's usually around May. So today I'm not going to do too much drastic work, so just a bit of pruning and a bit of wiring, and then we'll see if we can style it a bit in a bit more detail in the next late spring, midsummer. That's all the pruning that the tree needs for now. So usually I would thin this out a lot more, but right now I just want to make sure that I keep all these buds here, and then after flowering I'll do some more pruning. But for now this is perfect. Like I said, the angle of the tree will be more or less something like this, and then this will be brought down a little bit. So that's going to be the main shape of the tree. Right now I'll add some wire, especially around this branch and a few here as well, just to set that in position already. So that come next spring when we repot it and give it the next pruning, we're much closer to the final result already. So if you get a piece of material which is similar like this at home, don't try to do everything all in once. Don't repot and prune and wire it all at the same time. Try to spread out the maintenance a little bit. And also make sure that you do things at the right time. So don't do this in late summer or in winter, for example. It's just really not a good time to do that kind of maintenance. All right, so the next step is wiring.
Deciding on the design of a bonsai isn't always easy, especially when a tree is as full and overgrown as this plant. Try to apply the pruning guidelines we just mentioned to your own trees. And if you are interested to learn more about these techniques, consider enrolling in one of our online bonsai courses. Here, expert teachers explain the relevant techniques, and you can ask them questions. For a free lesson, go to bonsaiempire.com/courses.
So this is the azalea we styled half a year ago. We pruned it and wired it. Back then it was a much bigger bush, so we went for a semi-cascade. And today, half a year later, it's early spring, so it's an excellent time to do the repotting. You can already see a lot of buds here that are about to start growing, so it's the right time to do the repotting. So I'll take the tree from its old plastic pot and see if we can place it into a bonsai pot today. So the pot I have in mind is this little pot. So perhaps it's too small. I'll have a few other options as well, but this would look nice on a semi-cascade. So I'll first work on the roots, remove a bit of the old soil, or actually a lot of the old soil. You can see that the roots are really circling around the inside of the pot. And I'll take all of that out. So there's a lot of old roots that we'll have to take away in order for this to be placed in a bonsai pot. It's also growing in an organic soil, which isn't ideal. There's some pumice in here, I think, but mostly this is just standard soil. We'll replace that today with an inorganic soil mixture that we recommend, a mixture of akadama, pumice and lava rock. And this inorganic mix just drains much better, and it's better for the health of these trees.
Before continuing, I'd like to show you our brand new Bonsai Care app. The app provides tree species specific information for all your trees, and it can set smart reminders to optimize the care for your bonsai. It is available for free in the app stores. Next, we prepare the pot by covering the drainage holes with a mesh. We also attach 2 long wires, which will be used to anchor the tree to the pot firmly. We add a layer of soil before placing the tree into the pot. Place the tree slightly off-center in the pot and make sure to plant it at the right angle. Using the 2 long wires, we firmly attach the tree to the pot. Learn how to create your own bonsai trees by enrolling in one of our online bonsai courses. We explain techniques like pruning, wiring and repotting, and you can ask questions to the teachers. For the curriculums and free lessons, go to bonsaiempire.com/courses.